Welcome to Just Hair Me Out, a podcast about love, life, and hair. I'm Barbara. I've spent over 38,000 hours coloring hair.
Hi, I'm Demetra, and I've spent over 1,000 weeks with scissors in my hands.
With 50 clients a week in our chairs and 22 years on our feet, doing hair is not our hobby, it's our hustle. We've navigated salon politics and then opened salon suites of our own in 2020. We choose dogs over kids, skinny marks over beer, and we've only fired 3 clients. Each. Welcome back to Just Hair Me Out. Today, we are going to talk about the fact that hair is not actually gross, even though a lot of people act like it is.
I guess it depends on what we're talking about with hair, right? Exactly. Well, okay.
Okay. You know how, like, as a
Elaborate.
hairdresser, you have, like, hair that's like sagebrush, like it just rolls and balls across the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you just have hair all over you. You have clippings probably everywhere. And some people find that absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, you're 100% right. When I am at work and I'm doing haircuts or whatever, it can be all over me and it doesn't bother me at all. But if I were to go to someone's house and sat on their couch and I had dog hair on me or cat hair, I would be so grossed out. That's also a different kind of hair. You know,
True.
that would bother me. However, if it's in my food and I'm at a restaurant, I'm grossed out. But if it's in my food at the salon, I don't get grossed out because
You just washed it.
I just washed it. And I know, like, I've been sitting there and I'm like, oh, pulling out a hair. And I've had people sitting next to me. They're like, I'm like, oh, yeah, I just washed their hair. Like, I know it's clean, so it's okay. And you know it because it's like, oh, yeah, it was that blonde piece of hair. So you're like, oh, yeah, I just did her hair. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and I know I made the meal at home and it's not my hair. I'm a brunette, right? So I'm like, oh, it must have just fell off of my shirt. So I'm okay with that. So it's not that gross in that respect, right?
Yeah. Or like sometimes when people shave, like they'll have like clippings all over like the bathroom counter. Do you find that gross?
It doesn't. I mean, I guess I wouldn't say it's gross, but I keep a very tidy ship at my house, so I just wouldn't want to see it on my counter at home. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that it would bother me not because it's gross, just bother me because I like don't even like dust anywhere.
Okay, good point. Well, and let me tell you, people, the secret to a happy marriage is separate bathrooms. Yes. Also, Demetra just said to me, do I need a husband? And I said, need is a strong word.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've had one before, you know.
Yeah.
Right? But all right, to be continued. So
Maybe not the right fit.
you're right. But yeah, so Barbara, like, what do you think, like, about hair? Like, because I think, and I don't know about other people's opinion on this. I personally find it very disgusting, and this might be a strong word, when women have hair under their arms. And I'm not talking 5 o'clock shadow, 3-4 days in. I'm talking about when women look like this under their arms, like this. Right? Like, I mean, I just, I know
It's a lot.
I mean, I don't know why that grosses me out so much. But if I see a man with hair under his arms like that, it doesn't bother me. So why? Why is there this? I mean, I don't know. Does it bother you?
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way as you do. I think it's kind of cultural. But I will say I have known men and like dated men that shave their armpits. And I don't dislike that either. I mean, it doesn't bother me.
You know what? You're right. I've dated a few guys too that shave, and actually, I didn't even realize that they were shaving. I just knew I liked it. They were clean.
Yeah.
Maybe I like it better shaved now that I think about it.
There is something to it where if there's hair there, it like holds odor.
Right. Yeah, there is that whole thing of BO, right? Which is definitely different than pheromones, right? There is pheromone scents and then there's BO.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. Also, like chest hair on men. What do you think about that?
I'm kind of neutral. I like it. I like it not there. Either way.
Yeah. Yeah. See? Yeah. I don't know. That's what I said. I guess it just depends. Like where the hair is, where it's coming from. If it's an animal, if it's a person, where it is on their body or not. Even like vagina hair or like for men. Like, I don't know. Do you like it when a man has hair down there or no?
Doesn't bother me.
Do you
No,
like
actually, I think if all that hair is gone, I think it looks very odd.
on a man?
Yeah.
Or for a woman?
On a man.
On a man. I agree. I think men need to have hair down there, but I like it trimmed. I don't like it when it's a bush. It does have to be trimmed all the way down. I just don't want to be flossing my teeth with it.
Ew.
You know? Yeah.
Manscape the hedges.
There you go. Manscaping. It's a real thing, people. This is not just for women listening in. The men out there too, okay? We know you're listening to our episodes, okay?
We're advocating trimming. No,
yes.
No waxing. We don't need that.
No. And don't, oh my God. This one time, this guy I was kind of hooking up with, I wouldn't say we were really dating. He took off like all the hair. I hate even saying this word, but he had like a Hitler stash down there.
No.
For a guy. And that was the cheesiest thing ever in my life.
Wow.
Like, who does that? Like, I don't know. Is it because women leave like landing strips? He thought that like maybe, I don't know what this guy thought, but it was really, I mean, clearly needless to say, like nothing happened after that. I couldn't stop laughing. And I mean, I don't mean to be an asshole, but I was just like, actually, before I even laughed, I was really confused. I was like, what is happening right now? Like, what is that? Like, why did you do that? I was really concerned. And then I just laughed and I was just like, only me, only my life. Only I would come across something like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's upsetting. Nobody needs a Hitler stash. No.
Nope.
Have you ever accidentally like eaten hair?
Yes, I've had it where the hair is so long that you're pulling it out.
Yes.
It's like halfway down your throat.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it wasn't my hair at the time, that specific time, because this is when I had short hair and this hair was long. And I was actually at a restaurant. I almost gagged.
No.
It was disgusting. So yeah, like I said, it depends. If I know where it's coming from, I kind of don't get disgusted, the hair, like when it's in my food. But if I don't know where it's coming from, or I'm in a restaurant and I get really, really grossed out, like I want to gag. I won't eat the food. I actually will literally, So it just kind of depends.
So the other day, Demetra, I was walking my dogs. And one of them, you know how like if they make the squat to poop, and then maybe they're not all of it happens in the right amount of time, then they start walking, like while they're still squatting,
it's like
right?
Dangling, right?
Yes. Sometimes it's grass. I found one of my hairs. It was like a dingleberry. A dingleberry was hanging. It was hanging, and I was like, "What?" It looked like it was like flying midair. It was attached by one of my hairs. And my hair's pretty long right now, you guys.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's looking so pretty. I love your long hair.
Oh,
actually.
thank you.
It looks good. Hey.
But I had to take a poo bag, and I like grabbed, and I like, he jumped so high. I pulled the hair out of his butt.
Yeah, so it was like still like, was it in the?
Yeah.
So you were like,
yeah.
Okay, I've had to pull. So, I'm sure I've said this before, but like Mia loves to eat my underwear sometimes.
Ew. Get bigger underwear.
It's not, no. She doesn't eat the whole thing. She just eats like that little area, even if they're clean.
Yeah.
Like maybe the scent's still on there or I don't know what. And for the record, I don't have a scent, but whatever it's called. Whatever. Too much information. TMI. But sometimes from chewing on it, she's having to poop out this material, which is can be very dangerous. And I've had to literally like go in, like you said, and like literally kind of pull it out because she's having a hard time with it. But it's funny you said that because it's not just underwear. she's eaten my hair before too. I pull it, so it's like hair strings are coming out, and you're just like, whoop. I know it's kind of gross, but it happens. I mean,
that's what we do for our babies.
Yeah. The doggies are the best.
Well, and the other day I was telling Demetra how when there are fingernail or toenail clippings, I get so grossed out. But people, okay, hair, skin, and nails, it's all the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Keratin.
Protein. That's what keratin is, people. Keratin is protein. Protein, keratin. Yes.
I have hair all over me, in my mouth, in my nose, whatever, from doing hair. And I walked in the hallway, and there was a toenail clipping. I could tell it was a toenail because it was like kind of long and arched. I was like, ugh. Ugh. I can't. God. And it's like, I know it was clean, technically. I can't.
How do you know? How do you know it was clean?
Well, because it was outside the person's salon suite, and they.
Oh, got it.
You know what I'm saying? It was like
clipped off. Yeah. So
in a salon setting.
Right. Okay.
So of course it was probably a very clean toenail. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know. I agree with you when it comes to fingernail or toe clippings. I find it very, very disgusting. I don't know. I do get really grossed out. I was at the gym the other day, and I'm doing my hack squat, and I'm down there, and I'm looking, and I see someone's nail on the floor. And it wasn't a fake nail. It was like they must have broke it off while they were working out. And all I kept thinking was like, I just kept looking at that nail. And I was so distracted. And I'm like, and the gym is actually really clean, believe it or not. I'm like, how did they miss this clipping of nail? It is so obvious. Like, how did they not vacuum that up?
Well, and also, if you break your own nail, why wouldn't you pick it up? You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe they didn't know.
I'm sure they know.
Mm.
People are gross. Some people are gross.
That's true.
Right?
Well, we got grossies.
Yeah. I don't know. That's how I feel about hair, though. So I'm 50-50 on the hair, 100% grossed out on clippings. Yeah.
Oh, also, last year, Demetra was kind enough to give me hair clippings for my flower beds. And it worked. It worked.
So explain to people why you needed those clippings, though, for your flower bed.
So we have a lot of like chipmunks and bunnies around. And my mom is somebody who grew up on a farm. And so she had taught me this from a young age, that if you put hair clippings, because she would cut everyone in my family, just cut their hair. I had this really awesome bowl haircut. And like on Sunday, she would like curl it under.
Hold on, wait. You just said it was awesome. So you liked it.
It was awesome for the time.
Oh, okay. I think that is very cool. I didn't mean to interrupt, but go ahead.
But she taught me that. Like, she would have a vegetable garden all the time when I was growing up, and she would put our hair clippings in it to keep, all these little furry things that want to eat your flowers or your vegetables. It's not foolproof, but
it definitely helps because there's a scent, right?
Yeah, they don't like it.
Right, exactly. So basically, Barbara was using the hair clippings for scent. So your DNA might be all over Barbara's yard right now, people. I'm just letting you know.
Also, if anyone ever got murdered at my house, there would be so much hair DNA everywhere that it would never get figured out.
Okay, don't tell anyone that. Now they're gonna
damn.
Like your suitor to be like killed by like a serial killer now. They're gonna be like, they'll never find me. Barbara has so much hair in her house. They'll never know.
I watch Dexter. I know what to do. It's funny.
I love Dexter. Seriously. I just want to go and like rewatch all the episodes again.
Me
too. It was really good. I love anything serial killer related.
Yes.
I shows like documentaries, and I just really am fascinated with trying to figure it out, and the whole like DNA and hair, blood, it's pretty interesting how they've come so far with that too. And literally how people get caught. It's crazy.
I find Psychopaths so fascinating because I am someone who cares way too much about way too many things. And I'm like, wow, what would it be like to not care about anything?
I know.
Wouldn't it be freeing?
So freeing. I don't even know. I mean, a daily battle for me. I'm like, okay, today I'm not going to care about anything. And I just cared about not caring. That
Right?
went out the window. That was
Right.
all right. Failed, big fail. Yeah.
I watched a reel the other day on my social media, and there was like this little like leaf that came down on someone's, and the caption said, "Oh, there goes my last fuck." Like that's, I want to be that way, please.
Me too. Okay, so anyone that's listening to the show, if you know how to, or maybe we could get hypnotized.
Mhm.
No. I mean,
I'll witness.
I mean, I don't know. Can you imagine being like hypnotized to not give a fuck ever again?
Oh, that'd be nice.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Okay.
trying them. I don't know. That could be interesting. So anyone
I'll-
listening to the show, if you know how to not give a fuck, or you have any tools and tips for us, let us know. Besides meditation. It doesn't work. I don't care what anyone says. It doesn't work.
Yeah. No to meditating. Just stop giving a fuck.
Yeah. So we're going to wrap it up today, people. Thank you for tuning in and listening and watching our show. Please come back next week or check us out on justhearmeoutpodcast.com or message us at justhearmeoutpodcast@gmail.com. And looking forward to seeing you guys next week.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please subscribe or follow. And please leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Lastly, follow us on social media for clips of past and future episodes. All our accounts are listed in the show notes below. Thanks so much for listening.